Welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about significant figures. A number of digits used to denote an exact value to a specified degree of accuracy is what we refer to as significant figures. In our previous discussion, we talked about approximation. Today we are going to learn how to approximate a given number to either 3 significant figures, 2 significant figures, or 4 significant figures. We begin with the first one, to 3 significant figures. Before we move on, the first thing we need to know is the first significant digit can not be 0. The first significant digit cannot be 0. It can either be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So it cannot be 0. So we count a significant digit from either the number is 1, 2, or 3, or any of these numbers mentioned, but not 0. So for number 1, the first significant digit we have there is 3. The second is 5, and the third is 2. Since we are required to approximate to 3 significant figures, what we need to consider now is the next digit, which is the fourth significant digit there. Is it up to 5 or equal to 5 or more than 5? These are the things we need to ask ourselves. So if it is not up to 5, all we need to do is to round it down to 0. So we have it this way: 3, first significant digit, 5, 2. The other one, since it's not up to 5, we round it down to 0. How many numbers are there or digits are there after that? We have 0, 0, 0. They are only there to show the order of magnitude. They are not significant. I believe this is clear. Let's move to the second question then. The first significant figure here is 3. The second, 2. And the third is 8. Since we are required to approximate it to 3 significant figures, the next digit is what we are going to look at now, which is 4. Since 4 is not up to 5, we round it down to 0. So we are going to have 32.8. The other ones should be turned to 0. But since 0 after decimal point is nothing, it has no value, we can just leave them out. So this is what we're going to have as our final answer, 32.8. Now, number 3, we are going to have the first significant figure is not 0, because 0 cannot be the first significant figure. The first one is 1, 2, which is 5, and the third significant figure is 6. But since the next number is up to 5, that is equal to 5, we round it up to 1 and add to the number before, 0.156 plus 1, which will give us 0.157 as our final answer. The other ones should be turned to 0, but 0 after the decimal point is nothing. It has no value, so we leave it out. So it has nothing to add to the number then. Now, let's come to 2 significant figures. The first significant figure here is 3, because all these are zeros and they are not significant. They are insignificant in this case. So we have the next one to be what? 5. Since we are required to leave it in 2 significant figures, the next number or next digit is what we are going to consider now, is more than 5. So we round it up to 1. We round it up to 1. So we are now going to have 0.0035 plus 1, which will give us 0.0036 altogether. So 5 plus 1 will give us 6. Now, the number 5 now, we are going to have the first significant to be 1. The second is 0. And the next digit after them is 0. It is not up to 5, so we round it down back to 0. So it remains 0 as it is. So our answer becomes 0.10 as the answer to this question. Then come to number 6. We are to approximate it to 4 significant figures. So we have 4.0014. The first significant figure here is 4. The second is 0. The third is 0. The fourth is 1. Since the fifth digit there, significant digit there is 4, it's not up to 5. We round it down to 0. So we have 4.001 plus 0, which will still be the same thing, 4.001. And the last question we have here is 20.0051. The first significant is 2, second is 0, third is 0, fourth is 0. But we consider the next, that is the fifth one, which is equal to 5. And if a number is up to 5, a digit is up to 5, we round it up to 1 and add it to the number before it. That is 20.00 plus 1. We're going to have 20.01 as our final answer. Anytime, any day, this is how to go about rounding off numbers to a particular significant figure.